Good morning, and welcome back to Rise and Shine College Football. I'm your host, Jason Watkins, and if you love college football, you know you're in the right place. So before you forget, smash that red subscriber button, like our videos, and don't forget to ring the bell so you don't miss one moment of Hall of Fame college football. Welcome into the show, everybody. Ben G, Stink Ass Cat, Hankster, Garrett Bullware, Ryman Lemon. Thank you, Ryman Lemon, for everything you're doing in there in our Discord, man. There's a lot of new stuff that's about to go live for everybody in there. Excited about that. Going to be some good stuff. Oh, good. We got old Bevo's bodyguard back in the house. You're just the person that's needed to hear what I got to say today. So good deal. All right. Welcome in, man. Hankster, man, I've been looking for you. Hadn't seen you much lately. Hey there. There's old Mars Jams, too. Good to see everybody. And the professor. What's up there, professor? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Hope everybody's doing good this morning. Look, had the show last night. We had a lot of fun with it and everything. Coach and myself, along with Coop. I want to thank Coop for coming in and checking us out and kind of chiming in on it. I know everybody, lots of people in there in the comment section thinking we're crazy for thinking that Oklahoma could possibly make it to the college football playoff. Oklahoma, of all teams. It's crazy, right? Well, is it? I mean, is it? Because I know the SEC media members all picked them to finish 8th and didn't put anybody on the freaking preseason all-SEC teams. I get it. But the truth is, Oklahoma has every ability to change all of that. They play 6 of the 7 teams ranked in front of them in that media poll, which, by the way, isn't exactly scientific, folks. Not exactly scientific. And every year you have these polls that come out. They don't mean nothing. And half these guys in the SEC media, the quote media, that are out there voting, they're not paying any more attention to Oklahoma than they are to Vanderbilt or anybody else. They're paying attention to whatever teams they think should be good. And automatically you want to believe that this is still Lincoln Riley's Oklahoma Sooner football team. Right? It's not. There's a lot of talent on that defensive side of the ball, and there's a lot of overblown BS. About the offensive line. You guys want to sit there and talk smack about Jackson Arnold. He won the Elite 11 and looked really good. And you can say whatever you want to say about the bowl game. He also threw for 400 freaking yards almost and had a couple of touchdowns. There was other things that went wrong in that game. They had a patchwork offensive line that hadn't been together for any part of the year. They're in good shape. What's up there, Sooner fan 71? Let's see what else. Who else we got in here? Yeah, look, there's lots of reasons that you could give me for all that, but the truth is I could go through every team in the SEC and have the same questions about everybody's teams. We can start with Texas. You guys that have been in here a bunch, you know what I've been saying. You're replacing every bit of your receiving production. You're replacing your entire defensive line plus Bo Davis. You're hoping that the additions that you made in the secondary make you a little less shitty than you were last year. But everybody just believes because you went to the playoff one freaking time that now you're elite coming in. Come on. You've got guys out there like Barrett Slee saying stupid stuff about, you can't. First thing he says was, he didn't just have a couple of turnovers there, bud. He had 3. 2 picks, fumble, got sacked a bunch. He was that 19 in a row or whatever it was that he hit. That was because they were letting everything go in front of them. It was by design. What did it do? It didn't win them the game. I don't even think it's just about Jake. I think Jake Taylor's going to be a big part of that, but I also think that, yeah, you've got the younger guys. You realize that there's also more starts along that offensive line in FBS football than in any other of the major programs in the country. Texas, Alabama, Georgia, Ohio State, LSU. And they're also being coached up by Bill Bedenbaugh, who has more guys in the NFL right now that are in the 2 deep than anybody. He's got 11 offensive tackles starting right now in the NFL. Plain and simple. What are we saying here? You're just assuming that all comes together. I don't know the depth of who is returning and who will be starting. What does that mean? I can look at the same depth charts that you're looking at and listening to the same. I hear the same clowns that you talk about all the time. The bottom line is that they're all new guys, and they weren't that damn good in the secondary last year. Plus, all those guys along the defensive line. What are we even talking about? You're going to tell me that they're going to be better than they were last year when you lost Bo Davis? I don't even think that. I think the Bo Davis. You've heard me say this too, Benji. You've heard me say this. The question is, are they going to be as good without Bo Davis? I would tell you that what Chicken said yesterday to me, it was like a light bulb. I was like, man, Bo Davis is the one that kind of set the tone for that program for Sark. Sark he's not standing up there screaming and yelling at those guys and making sure that they're doing things the way he wants it. I mean, the culture in the locker room, who set the culture? I think the dude's gone, particularly on that defense. What has PK done without him? Or with him? I'm just saying, and I'm not even just talking about Texas. I'm saying we could go through every freaking roster, including Georgia's probably, because they've got questions. We don't know what their defensive line looks like. Bunch of guys nobody knows anything about. Do you expect them to be pretty good? Yeah. Why? Because they always are. Well, guess what? The defensive line for Oklahoma, Todd Bates, they've just put out badass defensive line after badass defensive line while they were at Clemson together. Why all of a sudden would that stop now? You know, the dude has never coached a single guy since he was at Jacksonville State and Clemson that hasn't been all conference at least one time. Never. It's wild stuff to even talk about. What does this mean? Most starts with them never starting together. Plus, best one's coming from the P5. The guy that they got coming in, they've got a guard that came in from Washington. He was part of the Joe Moore line. Beat you guys in the playoff. They got the number one center in the portal coming out of SMU. Fabici Wiwu, another guard, freshman All-American a couple of years ago at North Texas. He's a dog. Tarquin, we'll see what's up with him and Spencer Brown. They've both had a lot of starts in the Power 5, in the SEC and the Big Ten. Plus, the truth of it is, Jacob Sexton is probably the best lineman there. He's young. He's been hurt a little bit, but he was starting in front of Tyler Guyton, who went in the first round last year at the end of the season. Nobody really talks about that. You don't know anything about Joshua Bates or Jake Taylor and some of these other guys. You just haven't heard much about them because they hadn't been the mainstay guys yet because they're young. They're true sophomores or redshirt freshmen. There's a reason why Bill Bedenbaugh went and got them. There's a reason for it. What 11? What are you talking about? Whatever, man. Okay. What about them? What have they done? What have you seen these guys do? The bottom, what are you going to do on the defensive front, though? You're going to rely on these freshmen? Colin Simmons, you're going to rely on him as a freshman? We had the number one defensive end the year before. He didn't play much last year. He was a top 5 guy. They were freshman All-Americans. They were freshman All-American we're talking about, guys. Just because, you know what, dude? You talk about SMU or something like Texas has done shit in 15 years, Benji. You're talking about these dudes like they don't mean anything. The fact is they've played in FPS football and been good. The guy was the number 1 center in the portal. If they didn't think that he could get the job done, he wouldn't be there. You think that you can look and identify whether these guys got talent better than Bill Bedenbaugh does? Is that what you're telling me? Hilarious. Freaking hilarious, man. I'm telling you, no, you know who I'm hitching my wagon to? You clown, Bill Bedenbaugh. I believe in what he thinks. Now, I don't give a shit what you think. I don't care. Because you don't. You guys are freaking Texas fans. You talk about this shit like you know what the hell you're talking about. Ever. Good morning, Mr. Neilio. It's already starting. Yep. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, I'll take PJ over Colin any day, too. Hey, that is a good life. Well, I'm flattered that you're out there even bothering with it out on the beach, man. Good stuff. You did something last year. Yeah. You lost to Oklahoma last year, too. Don't forget about that part. Don't forget about that part. Tell me, man. I have the idea that, this seriously, you're hitching your wagon to guys from North Texas and SMU. Oh, I'm hitching my wagon to Bill Bedenbaugh. He's got more guys in the freaking NFL making millions and millions of dollars as linemen because he identified them and brought them. And you know what? Most of them are freaking 3-stars. You know what Tyler Guyton was before he became a first rounder this past year? Before he got to Oklahoma, he was a bench player at TCU, defensive lineman. He hadn't even been an offensive lineman. Bedenbaugh brings him in. He's a first rounder in 2 seasons. What are we talking about? Again, we can talk about these things, these quote questions, all the hell you want to. And we can go from freaking roster to roster in the SEC and do it too. Mid-zoo, we can start there. We can start at freaking Texas. We can go over to LSU and ask what do they got? They're doing about as great as you guys are in the portal. Now you went and got your receivers. Of course they're going to come there for that. Of course they are. They've done a good job with getting linemen too, offensive linemen, defensive linemen. Even Bo Davis wasn't great at recruiting those, quote, 5-star guys that you guys think are so freaking important. You realize that Trent Williams was a 3-star? He's the best left tackle of all time. Now, Bill Bedenbaugh didn't coach him, but I'm just saying, it's not always about the stars. You guys want to sit there and do that crap all the time? You win the offseason every year. What the hell does that matter when Oklahoma's beating you 18 out of 25 times? No, I'm not. I'm telling you that we don't even, who are these coaches that we're talking about? What have they done? You're going to tell me that these same guys that we're talking about, the new guy that you got for the defensive line coach, what's his name? Forgot his name. The guy that came from the Dolphins. I'm sure he's okay. Is he Bo Davis? I don't know. Yeah. Dude, I know. The most Texas fan thing ever. The most Texas fan thing ever. Absolutely. And Benji, we actually like Benji around here. This new guy, the Bevo's bodyguard, what a clown you are. But, whatever. You can say whatever you want. All I'm telling you is it's not that damn far-fetched to expect anything. If you're going to sit here and tell me, we'll just start with Missouri for a matter of fact. You realize that year before they went and won their 11 games last year, what was their record? Do you know what it was? All these people that are picking Mizzou to finish in front of Oklahoma? Let's pull up their record for the last 5 years. Six and seven, 11-2, 5-5, 6-6. So he's been there. That was his 4th year last year, correct? So he went 5-5, 6-7, 6-7, 11-2. 11-2 because they played their 6 wins that they got in the conference. Do you know what the record of those opponents were? 14-34. They lost to LSU, which had the historically probably the worst defense they've ever had. Still couldn't beat them at home. Lost to Georgia. And sorry, but no such thing as there's no such thing as a freaking moral victory in college football, folks. There isn't. I don't give a shit how close you were. You lost. Win one of those. Same with Ole Miss. Yeah, I know they went and got heavy in the portal. They got a lot of really good looking players. Jimmy Lee, what do you think about 3rd and Golding being their defensive coordinator? Is he going to bring them around and make them into the best defense in the country? I don't know. Oh, you did what? Well, that's true. Whose team will be hassled? What's horrible? What was so horrible? What are we missing? Wait. You know what? I am a fan of Dylan Gabriel, but this is hilarious that you say this to me. With a proven quarterback only. Do you know Dylan Gabriel, good quarterback. Love him. I think he's going to have a good season. I don't think he's winning the damn Heisman. I don't think that Oregon's winning the Natty either. I don't think there's a way. I don't see it happening. Not even. They haven't won a big game yet under Dan Lanning, by the way. And Dylan can't hit that deep ball. You know why he left? Because he was about to lose his job. If he lost his job, he already didn't have a draft grade. He was going to be unrestricted. He would have had to go in as an unrestricted free agent. He gets money to go to Oregon, plenty of it. I don't blame him. But he knew that Jackson was probably going to take his job either way. His floor is way above where Dylan is. Dylan will tell you that. He will tell you that. What are we even talking about with a proven quarterback? Proven to do what? What has he won? He won the Red River game. He's more proven than Quinn. It is what it is, man. All I'm going to tell you is that you can say all these things. We've seen Quinn throw 5 interceptions in games. Oklahoma State 2 years ago. They were winning by what? 10 points, 2 minutes left in the third, and lose by 13. Come on. Come on. Me too. Thank you. Welcome into the show, Rooster. Welcome into the show. Thank you, man. Yeah. Yeah, look, whatever, man. You guys are talking about whether it's about stars or about where the hell they came into the portal from. Did you not go get some guys from other programs that weren't up to the speed or they weren't already, Texas? Because Houston's been in the Big 12 for one season. One season. What makes them different than SMU? And a matter of fact, they were in the same conference as SMU, and SMU was beating them. Shit. You guys are crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Mm-hmm. If OU did what? Wait. Satterfield, what is being said here? I gotta see it. Let me go down to the bottom here. Maybe you answered. Shelby. First Lady, you walked into some crazy, huh? Okay. He doesn't have the numbers that Nick. Nick Six had better numbers. Less catches, more yards per reception, more touchdowns. I don't even know what we're talking about. All these guys that went in front of him. And again, I said it last night. I think it's a good thing. It's a good thing that happened because all those dudes are going to be, believe me, Oklahoma has a chip on their shoulder right now. They've been talking about it for a while now. All this freaking ridiculous bullshit talk coming out of all these corners of the SEC, not Georgia and Bama. It's coming from places like Missouri and Texas of all damn places. Tennessee. They don't win shit. And you know what? Texas had the most wide open path to win a natty last year. And what did you do? Gagged it the hell away. Because why? Because Sark is a mid-ass, half-ass coach. He always has been. Always has been. The CFB professor said the same thing when I had him on the show. In fact, that video is just I had to repost it because there was a piece of video that was giving me a copyright thing. I reposted it though. He said the same thing. According to their analytics, he's one of the worst head coaches. He's a mid-level at best. Not that great, was what he said exactly. And we already all knew that. Just because he went and coached with Saban and went to the rehab makes him, you know, all of a sudden that just all his little flaws went away. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. He's another one of those fluff. It's all fluff freaking offensive coaches that never win championships. He's not going to win one either. Not this way. Oh, you damn right. Oh, you always has a chip on our shoulder. You know why? You better have a chip on yours too. You know, I know. They couldn't stop Oklahoma's either. That big asshole line of theirs couldn't get 1 yard in 4 plays in the Red River. 1 yard. And they not only did they have that big asshole line, but they put Sweat and Murphy in the backfield and couldn't get that yard either. Soft. Oh my God. Okay. Whatever. It took, what do you think Oklahoma had? What do you think the Venables just took over? A rebuild. Lincoln Riley took the 2 5-star quarterbacks gone with him. Heisman Trophy winner, gone. Yeah, Dylan Gabriel came in. You think he's Caleb Williams? Because he's not. The guys they had on defense, the ones that were any good at all, they left too. They were all gone. They lost most of the team. In 2 years, he's on a better trajectory than Sark is. And don't tell me that Texas was a rebuild job, because it wasn't. They needed offensive linemen. We've heard the story. We've heard the story. 2 years before they fired Herman, he was playing against Oklahoma in the Big 12 championship game. Was he not? He had beaten Georgia. Did he not? Don't give me that shit that it was a rebuild job. Get out of here. What? Who was when? Dude, are you going to talk to me about freaking? You're talking about Washington 20 freaking years ago? Stop it. It took him 10 seasons to get double-digit wins. 10. No, they didn't have a rebuild. Yeah. No, well, but I'm just saying 2 years before that, they won the Sugar Bowl. You know, remember the whole "we're back"? They love that one. We're back. It's always their back. No. Yeah, this is not really what I was intended, but it's okay. We can do this all damn day for all I care. And it ain't going to be that long, but you know. What is it? How is it a rebuild job when they have more talent on that roster? Do you think that the people in Alabama are going to be okay with Kalen DeBoer going 8-4? Maybe once. Probably not. Probably not. His recruiting might save him. Nobody thought he could do that either. Yep. Tom Herman had a 10-win season, so I guess he wasn't. Yeah, shit. I don't know, man. Bro, which one of those guys did? Sorry, all these guys that got drafted last year, the 11 dudes. Which one of them did he recruit? None of them. Not one. Those aren't his guys. Stop it. Stop it. A call-in show? I don't know if I trust everybody to call in right now. It was not, none of those dudes were his guys that he recruited. Those are all dudes that Herman brought in. You guys are silly, man. Silly talk. Okay. Talking awfully loud. Hey, I know one thing. It's that Texas guys talking shit when they needed the help of the refs to beat Houston. They needed KSU, Kansas State, to piss down their leg. Will Howard pissed down his leg for the entire fourth quarter in overtime. Missed a field goal. TCU, TCU, they almost got your ass too. You guys were freaking holding on for your dear life. And what happened? 2 straight years you lost to Washington, and they weren't better than Texas talent-wise. There's no freaking way. Maybe the receivers. But by how much? A.D. Mitchell, Xavier Worthy, Jatavion Sanders, Whittington, they all got drafted. Studs. Now, was Roma Doomsday better than probably all those guys? Yeah, probably. But the rest of them weren't. Is Michael Penix better than Quinn? Yeah. But he's definitely not as high rated as Quinn was. Is the coach better? Oh, yeah. By a lot. By a lot. Worthy and A.D. Mitchell, those are guys that he brought in. So they started off as freshmen. He brought them in, and they got drafted. Okay. Whatever, man. Oh, he plucked him from the... Dude, A.D. Mitchell was going to be an NFL guy before he got to Texas. Stop freaking trying to act like that was his draft pick. Stop it. The dude had already won a national championship at Georgia. He's 6'4" with speed. He was going to the league, bruh. Stop it. What a bunch of shit. Oh, man. Hey, man, you got to stop with the ref stuff. You guys were going through the same. Why is it that every Texas fan in Jerry World was screaming at the top of their lungs at Yormark? Because of the because of the officiating for the last 2 seasons. Don't even act like it wasn't going on, and you guys didn't almost take L's for it too. Stop it. You did take L's the year before when you went 8-5. Every year of the rebuild, year 1, what did Sark do? 5-7. Venables went 6-7 with 5 one-score losses. Then he went 10-3. Sark in his first 2 years, what? 5-7, 8-5. It bottom line, and he had a lot more in the cupboard when he got there than what Venables did. Bottom line is, you know damn well that you guys are on borrowed time when it comes to Oklahoma. Borrowed time. You're going to get your ass whipped again by this quarterback that y'all think sucks and that defense that you couldn't get a yard on last year when it wasn't as good as it's going to be this year. Funny stuff, man. Funny stuff. More first-round picks than UT and OU combined? Okay. I don't care. That's a fact, Jimmy Lee. I'm going to listen to some of this trash talk in here. What did I just say? I was talking about AD Mitchell. AD Mitchell was going to be a freaking first rounder anyway. If he stayed at Georgia, he's still a first rounder because he's 6'5" and runs a 4.4, 4.3. Goes up and gets every damn ball. You don't think he was going to go to the first round anyway? Tyler Guyton was on the damn bench, and it was a defensive player, not an offensive lineman. It ain't the same. It ain't the same. Stop it, bro. Oh, my God. Hey, you know what, bro? That's you guys lost to that same team when they had 2 wins. Oklahoma lost to them when they had 9. That backup quarterback you're talking about would have started most other places. And he did start most of the time that he was at freaking Kansas. Clown. Yup. What do we even... Dude, stop acting like that. Just because you played Alabama didn't make your schedule any freaking better, Brand. It didn't. It didn't. Stop it. You did. Nope, that one's not working. You don't get to use those ones. You lost the last game there, J-Day. Tulane and borderline FCS teams. We haven't played Tulane since Lincoln was there. Don't start that shit. You can say whatever you want. You lost to Oklahoma. You can say whatever you want, but you lost to Oklahoma. And if you'd have played Oklahoma in the conference championship game, you lose again. They lost a lot of players. Danny Stutzman wasn't there for most of the second half. Gentry Williams, the best corner that they had, wasn't there in there for most of it. They had a lot of young guys playing. It's going to help them now, but it wasn't great for then. We'll see, though. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not. We're not talking about the same stuff. 80's best season was with Sark. Okay, well, yeah, he throws the ball a little bit more than Georgia does. You lost to them when they had 2 wins, bro. You were one of their 2 wins. Shh. You got them at, didn't you get them at home? Wasn't that a home game? And you lost to them, what, 3 times in a row, twice in a row anyway? Oh, God. Okay. We'll see what happens again this year. Guys are going to fall until I see it from. All I'm going to tell you is until I see it from Sark a second time, I'm just going to believe that it was a fluke, because the other 9 years that he was a head coach, he never did it. So, and all those dudes ain't his. And the point I was trying to make is good for Texas. They got there and you still gagged it up. And guess what? Georgia got screwed out of the freaking thing because for whatever reason, that was probably the worst Bama team that we've seen in a while that y'all barely got. And at the earliest part of the year. Now, they came on at the end of the year. They were playing better defense. Jalen Milroe's a bad dude. But that wasn't – Georgia shouldn't have lost to him either. But Georgia, if they get into the freaking playoff, they obliterate everybody there. They weren't there in your way, and y'all couldn't get past freaking Washington. Bro, come on. Y'all couldn't get past Oklahoma when you played them either. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'm talking about 20 years ago when he was at UW is what didn't matter. I'm talking about last year and the year before that, y'all got beat by UW. You had every ability to go. I mean, you had the team, no doubt about it, that should have walked through that playoff run. Without Georgia in the way, you guys should have went and won that thing easily. Get out of here. And this is absolutely, yes, the first year, they were nowhere close to where they were going to need to be. What did Venables say when he first got there, Sooner Cowboys? What did he say? We got to rip it back to the studs. Because you know what? It was a dumpster fire, kind of like the one that he's presiding over right now in Southern California. Those poor bastards out there, USCJ may or may not end up showing up. He's probably listening to this going, nah, I don't want nothing to do with this. I don't blame him. I'm telling you, guys, it ain't the same. It ain't the same. And it's all good, but you know damn good and well I'm not going to let you off the hook sitting here talking all your crap when you guys have one good season and you still didn't beat Oklahoma. With your best team in 15 years, you didn't beat Oklahoma. OU's better this year now. Right now, they will be better than they were last year. Does that mean they win 10 or 11, 12 games? Probably not. They could win 10. They might win 9. They're going to have a shot to make the playoff. They are. Because they actually have to go up against a real SEC schedule this year. All these teams that are supposed to be so good. But it's not even just Texas. They're going to beat Texas this year. Texas is going to lose to Georgia at home. Probably going to lose to A&M. Because guess what? Elko's a better coach than Sark is. He's got you at home. They're going to play defense. And Colin Klein's a pretty good coordinator too. Just saying. And if things get tough, how mentally tough are you guys going to be? I don't know, man. I think you revert back to 8-4. You're not beating UGA. You're silly. Shelby, are you still in here? She's probably like, hell no. I'll tell you this much. I've heard this from almost pretty much every Oklahoma fan. Nobody wanted to go to the SEC to play Vandy. I'm glad that they're playing who they're playing, because I'll say what I said last night. It's a brutal schedule. You know what? Maybe. But it also, just like Coach said, when you got to get up for teams like this week after week, it's not a bad thing. It means you're going to be on it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Atta girl, first lady. That's awesome. It's, bro. Do you know how many years in a row that they've basically replaced their O-line? It's Bill Bedenbaugh, dude. It's Bill Bedenbaugh. They're going to be fine. He knows who to get and who to put in the right places. He's done it for the last 3 years for sure, that they've patched it together every year. Every year. It's not new. Yes, they're better. Yes, they're better. Bevo's bodyguards. They are better. Oh. Yeah. And Shelby says to bring up the conference GPA. What's the chicken saying? No, we'll see. We'll see. You can say that. Look, you can say that Lincoln's teams. We're going to do this some more. This is not Lincoln Riley's football team. It's different, more so every freaking day. This is not Lincoln Riley's football teams. But guess what? They're still getting offensive studs too. They're just recruiting like he never could and said he couldn't. Still doesn't. Still doesn't. Yeah, in the first year when he didn't, when his stripped down team, and it was one of those 1-score losses. They lost at the end of the game. Dylan Gabriel had what, 500 total yards in that game himself. It's what they left him with. It is what it is. He said you're going to tear it back to the studs. I was surprised they didn't lose more than that, to be honest with you. And I mean, Kansas State that year went to a New Year's Six game. They got throttled by Alabama. It is what it is. You guys got beat by TCU too, and Okie Light. Of course. The SEC is not stupid. We know that. And this will be their best team so far. And then next year will be better than that, probably. Whatever they do this year, they're going to be better in 2025. And I'm not guaranteeing the playoffs here. I'm telling you, it's not crazy to think that they can make a playoff run when they are going to go up against every team that, except for Georgia, that everybody thinks is so much better. The idea that Texas could even be so much better than Oklahoma, that it's number 2 in the preseason poll, tells you how stupid that media poll was, because they lost to Oklahoma and then lost 11 guys to the draft that still couldn't beat Oklahoma and get 1 yard. Don't tell me you're better off. There's no damn way. There's no damn way. And you know it, and I know it. You guys are freaking lying to yourselves, and I get it. It's been 15 years since you've been worth the shit. I know that you want to hang on to your 15 minutes. I get it. But that's all it is. Nah, Benji doesn't live under the bridge. He's cool, but you wrong though. Yeah. Look, that's what I'm saying. The assumptions are that they're not going to be that good. I mean, there's a lot of people picking Alabama to go like 8-4, 9-3. I don't know why. I'm not doing it. Shelby said, I think she was probably one of the first people I heard say it, that I could see Alabama and Georgia playing 3 times this year. Wouldn't be that surprising. Because they play in what, week 5, whatever it is, 6. They're just delusional when it comes to them freaking shorthorns, man. That's all it is. Competitive depth. There it is. Yeah, every year. Every year, Justin. No, I thought you lived in Houston, Benji. You don't live in Houston? Yeah, you live in Houston, you said, right? You guys are a trip. Again, like I said, it's not, I'm not even just trying to sit here and pick on Texas, but Texas does suck.
The brand has finally returned. Fuck your brand.
Oh, cool. Well, no, because it's only for members, though. We can drop that link into the members for the members. Texas City. Okay. Oh, okay. Born and raised. Cool. Yeah, Austin's a good town. It just sucks because UT's there. I forgot last time. I do call it UT. But it's not the real UT. I don't give a fuck about who's the real UT at all. It's funny that those two are going at it like that. I think it's hilarious. I mean, what's with that Kyle dude on Twitter? What's wrong with that guy? What a weirdo. I could care less. Hey, Bishop Frank, man, you missing out. You've been missing out. It's been crazy. San Francisco. Tennessee. Yeah. Okay. He said what? He said that they would go 10-2. Hey, yeah, shit. No. Yeah, see? Tell him, First Lady. Thank you. Y'all in here talking your shit. If you're going to be in here running your mouth and you haven't hit that like button, Bevo's bodyguard. They were in bad shape. They got burnt. You guys got to pay attention. You're going to have to start paying attention. If you're going to talk stupid stuff, you have to at least be real about it. The best parts of their team were no longer there. And it was a team that underachieved with 2 5-star quarterbacks and receivers out the ass that beat Texas, by the way. Biggest comeback in Red River history. Remember that one? It's just one of the 7 out of the last 10. One of the 18 out of the last 25. 17 out of the last 25, whatever. It's just what it is. But look, there was no way that Oklahoma was going to be ready for the SEC if Lincoln stays. I promise you that. Promise you that. If you couldn't tell how much littler they were, and man, they are so not soft anymore. That was Caleb Williams doing. Caleb Williams doing. Thank you, Alec. My man. Thank you. Nobody did, but he'll always have a little place in my heart for it. But fuck Lincoln Riley, though. Who can, bro? You're flexing on Tennessee. They ain't been worth a shit since Peyton Manning was there. Shh. Quit flexing on Tennessee, bro. That tells you all you need to know. What's up, Sooner in Texas? Yeah, Shelby's in here going toe-to-toe, Bishop Frank. She ain't scared. I love it. Braden Willis or Eric Gray. Hey, man, I like both of them. Bad dudes. Okay, T. Martin. Same. He was on the same team with Peyton. After him, what did they do after that? Nothing. It was 1 year later. Right. Stop flexing on freaking Tennessee, Bevo. You guys haven't done that. Let's do this. Since we're gonna go, we want to talk about freaking history. Mm-hmm. 8-5, 5-7, 7-3, 8-5, 10-4, 7-6, 5-7, 5-7, 6-7, 8-5, 9-4, 8-5, 5-7. Going back to 2009 when you went 13-1 and lost in the BCS championship game. Ouch. That's not much better than Tennessee, if at all. Yeah. Get the fuck up. Oh, dude. Yeah. They don't care. They don't care, Zach. They don't care. Except they throw a freaking shit fit about it every time. We didn't say nothing about it. Oh, brutal. Yeah. Bro, you guys are playing. Oklahoma is playing Bama, LSU on the road, Ole Miss on the road, Missouri on the road, Auburn on the road. You guys are playing Oklahoma and Georgia. Georgia at home. You go on the road to A&M, and then you've got Arkansas, Vanderbilt, Kentucky. Mississippi State. Oh, yeah. Oh, conference championships. What are we talking about? Oklahoma has more conference championships than any college football team, period. And Big 12 championships, you want to do those? 14-4, bud. 14-4. Tied with K-State. It took you till the end to get there. Yeah. Fair enough. For you guys, it kind of is. All between Tennessee. Oh, okay. See, again, you got to stop flexing against Tennessee, man. If you're going to call yourself a blue blood, you got to knock that shit off. Nope. Neilio. I got to see what this started off. Took a fumble of all fumbles from the Arkansas quarterback inside the final minute of their matchup. Tennessee to stay undefeated and play for the SEC championship game in 1998. Yeah, I remember that. Yep. Who was that quarterback there? Neilio? Was it shit? I'm trying to remember the guy's name. Damn. Wasn't he on that SEC podcast or something last year? Mm-hmm. Ugh. Ooh. That's who y'all played. They played y'all in the national championship game that year? I forgot about that. Yeah, OU has video. Fitty. Oh, there's old Christian. Stop it, bro. Stop it. Nobody's crying about the schedule, bro. Nobody's crying about the schedule. That you get in here and think you know what you're talking about, bro. That's not what's going on. Shush there, Christian. How's a kid? How's mama? You working or what? How come you guys haven't been putting out no content? See, there you go. Thank you, Ryman. That's exactly right. You Clint Sterner. I knew that was who it was. I just forgot his name right now. Mm-hmm. It's called a creamsicle, Bevo. A creamsicle. Jimmy Lee, keep poking that bear. I love it. Yeah, and wasn't that fourth national championship? Wasn't one of them like? Didn't they lose the game and still claim the natty? Underachieving for all time, mostly. And let's not forget, DKR named your stadium after a Sooner. That's classy.
The brand has finally returned. Your brand.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That's right. I remember. What is it that Tennessee is no way? Dang. She goes back to work in a couple of weeks. Dang, bro. I forgot you had twins too, huh? Congrats, man. It's good stuff. No wonder you're not doing content. You're busy. Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah. That you don't have. Yeah. I get it. That's awesome though, dude. It's good stuff. Oh, Christian. Where's Logan at these days? No. Why? You can still go live on your YouTube, can you not? I don't know. I don't even bother with TikTok. I need to, but I ain't got time with it. Have you hit your 1,000 on? No, probably not, because you haven't been doing it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. The Lone Star Network killed the conference and and still didn't win you shit. Y'all went. When was the Lone Star Network started, or the Longhorn Network started in what, 2011, 2012, 2011? They went 8-5, 9-4, 8-5, 6-7, 5-7, 5-7, 7-6, 10-4 in 2018, and 8-5, 7-3, 5-7, 8-5. Finally 12-2. Really? That's wild. Bro. What's going on with that dude, man? I hadn't heard from him either at all. I hadn't seen him on Twitter or nothing. You usually pop in and talk trash every once in a while, at least. Yeah. I can definitely fall down the rabbit hole of TikTok every once in a while and watch videos, but it's, yeah. Yeah. True that. You guys are a trip, man. All right. So give me who's going to make the playoff then? Longhorns. Who's going to make the playoff? I dare one of you guys to say freaking Missouri. Yeah, Jimmy Lee. I kind of been hearing about that a lot too lately. Texas 12 times. Please, bro. Come on. You're not going to get this schedule forever, bro. And if you go 8-4 with it this year, what happens then? Yeah, they will. They'll choke it away. That I made the bracket on? No, I just did it on Canva. I went and pulled one from like a piece of art somebody else had already done, but I just cut out all the other stuff and redid it myself. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I know. I know the deal now, but I've already been on there, so I don't know that they've been spying. They're spying on you every other way anyway, so I guess it's not, at this point, everybody's spying on them. The Chinese, they pretty much own America at this point, don't they? Buying up all the land and shit. We're letting them do it. No, yeah, I just went in. Is it? They've been talking about it a lot that they're going to do that. So I don't know that it would matter at this point. I think UGA is the team to beat for sure. They're the team to beat for sure. Big Ohio State. Okay. Yeah. Canva is kind of like it's almost like it's a free Photoshop kind of. You kind of have to get around it with your iPhone on some stuff, but I have a Mac, so I can kind of do some of that stuff on the computer itself. Oh my God, you just picked Oklahoma State. See, I got to put you in timeout. Done. Dummy. Come on, Bevo, you know better. There will be no Okie Light talk in here.
Oh, dumbass.
Wow. Really? That's awesome. You walked into some shit, Stevens G. It's been wild for the whole hour. All I was talking about was that this idea that it was, I mean, I had, and even usually Spangler's not like that. I mean, yeah, I don't know. He was like, I can't believe you guys are picking Oklahoma to make the playoff. I don't think it's that damn far-fetched. They're going to go up against the better teams in the SEC, and that's fine. But I also think that that's a good thing for Oklahoma. Oh, yeah, first words, Okie Light. Yeah, I said for the Longhorn fans to give me their picks for the freaking playoff since they didn't like mine. His third pick, Okie Light. Gotta go. Come on, yeah, there we go. Everyone has time to date, no doubt. Wilding. I'll probably just have to clip this one up for me. It's just my ranting at you guys because y'all are freaking nuts. That's the whole thing. Aside from Bama and Georgia, who the hell could you really trust in the SEC right now to do anything? Who? We're going to put all our eggs in Ole Miss's basket or Missouri or even Tennessee? Come on, guys. It's not far-fetched to think that you could. Come on. And Bama, well, Bama's got they got the talent roster to do that. And listen, Kalen DeBoer has won more with less. Their problem was offense. I think it's a matter of whether they're going to still be that good on defense or not. But everybody seems to say this Womack guy's the man. We'll see. But I'm not going to be the guy that doubts them. Not me. I think they're good. But that's the thing is you don't hear Georgia fans and Bama fans saying dumb shit like you hear from a lot of these other fan bases. They don't win nothing. Everybody throws a shit fit about what Teddy Lehman said last week. He was just talking about the last 4 years, and he wasn't wrong. Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, but they got other guys there. He brought his guy with him that he liked at Washington. I think look, as much as everybody loves Jalen Milroe right now at Alabama, the second he loses a game, they won't love him as much. You know that. It's not like, and he won't be married to him either. Why would he be? I think he's trying to start him. No, they do not. Yeah, but you realize they haven't lost a regular season game since 2020, though. I mean, yeah, they have their schedule's tough. I think their toughest game is Alabama in Tuscaloosa. I mean, you know, the cocktail party's always, you never know. It's a rivalry game. They're not getting beat by Clemson. They're not going to get beat by, I don't think Shelby, you guys don't play South Carolina this year, right? Play Tennessee there. But y'all always beat Tennessee there. They could trip up, I guess, but again, feels like they're going to be on the war path to me. Yeah, it wouldn't take long. They won't. I mean, that's the thing. You got a standard to live up to at Alabama, no matter what. And again, he didn't recruit the kid. Now he tried to keep him around, but I don't know. I think that's Alabama wanting him to stay, and Kalen DeBoer thinks he can fix anybody. He's done it. I mean, the guy's a hell of an offensive guy. We'll see what happens, though. I think that they have a tough schedule, though. Alabama has a tough schedule. But LSU, I mean, look. Yeah, I know that they got new defensive coaches and stuff in, but they really didn't add a ton, and they just lost one of their better secondary guys, and they were awful in the secondary last year. One of the guys that was one of their better ones was filming him and some chick getting it and didn't even let her know. Had a freaking camera in the clock. Dumbass. Kids. I don't know, and I don't, man, the one thing about Brian Kelly, man, that dude's so full of shit. I don't know, man. I thought he would win for sure there. And he hadn't done, I mean, he's won 9 in 10 games, or 10 games both years, I guess, but I don't know, man. I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that they just have damn talent there. They are recruiting pretty well right now. But the portal, buy players, he says. They don't buy players. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Excuses. Making excuses. No, it was after the show. It was in the comments after the show. So he didn't really say anything in here that I saw anywhere. Maybe I missed it. But he was like, what was it he said? Something about, how do you guys pick them? I can't believe that. Something like that. I'll try to go in here and look. Nope, it's in the afterwards. Guys, Oklahoma, really? I don't know. But and I mean, I get it. Big 12 guys doing it. But I like Spangler. He's always been cool to me. That's the thing, is I think it's hard. The hard part, Chrissy, I think you're right here. I'm not saying he can't, but it's tough, man. When the thing about it is his throwing motion isn't great. He's not. I think I've said it to those Bama guys that I go on with a lot. I think he's going to have to pass for 65% for them to like do what they need to do, even with the talent. And then what are they at receiver? I don't know. I don't know yet, but I figured I don't worry that much about them because I feel like they're going to be pretty good. And they did bring in that one stud freshman, but we'll see. Man, I'm so glad talking season's almost over. It's going to be good. Yeah, he's a stud athlete, man. No doubt about it. And I think that here's the other thing. If DeBoer uses him the way that you don't try to force a square peg into a round hole, which, man, he may be just good enough to do that. But when you're trying to change somebody's motion, and I've heard Brinsky and them have said that that they're fixing his. You're fixing him now? He's 21. That's tough. I'm happy that it's almost over. Or at least we'll be talking shit about like real games and not just what we think's about to happen. Oh, Caleb Downs. You don't think he's that good? What? Yeah, Brinsky's my boy too. He did? Well, he's just been cool to me. I didn't even notice that. If I mean, and you know, I'd take up for you first and foremost there, Nelio. But that's a K-State Kansas thing, isn't it? Don't you hate all Jayhawks? I laugh so much. Man, some of those dudes are fucked up the way they talk to Fitzgerald, though, man. Poor old Tim. Tim kind of needles him, so. You really think that he's not good? Blew 2 coverages? Yes, he did. Yeah, but he was better the whole rest of the year, though. When did he? I don't know if I believe that. I know that game he wasn't good. Yeah, and I mean, Sark baited it. I mean, as soon as they saw him take that one jab step forward, man, it was going over the top. And you let AD Mitchell get behind you, it's over with. Or Worthy. Oh, that's hilarious. No. Florida State. Okay. So you got Clemson and Florida State making it in. You don't know ball, Bevo. You don't know ball. That's true. Fair. That's a fair thing. I get it. Okay. Who else you going to put in there? Miami. You going to add you another ACC team? Yeah. I think he's good, man. I think he's good. I think he's a stud athlete, Jimmy Lee. I'm just saying, I don't know that you can fix that motion, right? But I also think this. They're not going to waste a lot of time. They're not going to waste a lot. If you can't lose the game, like say you lose to Georgia at home and he doesn't play well, they probably move on. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you've definitely earned your stripes, bro. Nelio? Oh, yeah. How is he? Bro. I can't even believe I haven't even made you a freaking mod yet there, Nelio. Why don't you say something? I haven't even know. I thought I did. Bro, come on. That's two, bro. That's 2 Big 12 teams and 2 ACC teams. Now you get another timeout. Look at you. Casual. No casuals allowed, Bevo. No casuals allowed. Hey, man, you got a call with the promotion? All right, man. Yeah, I'll be out here. What is a promotion? You're getting a promotion? Congratulations, if that's what that means. Is that right? Nah, dude. You just like the rest of us in here talking shit all the time. Except for Bishop Frank. He don't do it. Shelby does. She comes in here and just goes after him. Bro, why isn't it letting me boot him out? Cook him. Yeah, I mean, he can definitely get that ball away. The guy's a stud athlete. There's no to it, but I don't. A lot of people are saying like he's going to be like I heard, and look, man, I am a Nino's corner guy. I love Nino, but he said he thinks he's going to have like a Vince Young season. I'm not sure. That'd be a hell of a year. It's just a little weird, right? But it's not very. I'm not saying that it's not a pretty ball. It's just not that accurate. What was his passing percentage last year? Let's look at it. It was like below 60, wasn't it? Let's look. And I know they've been messing with his throwing motion. That's what Brisky was talking about a couple of weeks ago. Or maybe it was Jake. I'm not being super picky about it. I mean, I'm just saying. No, he was at 65%. The year before, he was at 58. And the year, yeah. Yeah, actually, it's 23-6. That's actually not a terrible year. But 23 touchdowns isn't. You need more than that. Hey, Jimmy Lee, look, I'm glad y'all won that game and all. I don't have a dog in that fight, but bro, they'd been in his grill all day and they send one pass rusher on that stupid play. How fucking dumb was that? How dumb was that? You got to get? Hey, thanks, man. Appreciate it. We'll see you on the next one, man. I appreciate it. I'm going to have to get out of here before too long, too. What do we got? Yep. What up we got? That 4th and 31. I mean, that was a good throw. Yeah, but yeah. No, it was a good throw. But that was so stupid. Man, they'd been in his face all day. You just send 3. Just send 3. There's no way he makes that throw. Because they'd been getting him with 3. They'd been getting to him with 3. I couldn't believe that. One of the wildest things I've ever seen. The Vince Young season is definitely, hey, look, I say this quietly. I don't know that I've seen a better season than Vince had that year. And Reggie was unbelievable. I'm not saying Reggie didn't deserve the Heisman, whatever. But Vince Young just just beat everybody. Just beat everybody. Well, very true. I agree with that too. Kind of have to, right? Rob, your ears burning? You've been talking shit about Mizzou too. No, I'm just kidding. Mostly Texas today. What's up, man? Good to see you, man. Did you say that you've emailed me? Because I don't think I've seen anything from you. Maybe it's in spam. I'll have to check it here in a second, but I'm going to pull it up before I stop thinking about it. Don't you have some, you said you had a model, an analytics model too? Do I have any offers to do any mainstream college football media coverage? I've had a couple over the last couple of years, but I was in newspapers for a long time, and there's a couple of little things here and there, but nothing that really pays very good. And if I have to like work for somebody else, it's gonna have to be some good money. Why? You offering something? What you got? Duke? I'm kind of new to the content game as far as like I've been a writer for and I did some radio for a while, but mostly just newspaper reporting and stuff like that before. Who's slow? Kind of similar to Hurts, yeah. Jalen's not very accurate. See, and that's the question you kind of have. Okay, so they had to, even in Lane, and Lane kind of did some things to make Jalen very good, but I think in the end they needed him to be more accurate to go down the field. What you got? Tell me what? Yeah. Just got on, ears burning, knowing you always talking trash. That's fair. That's true. What do you mean? What are you talking about? Yeah. Magic Mike's new. A little chubby for that, bro. Is Woody too slow at 4.540? But for the NFL, probably. Nickel wise, maybe not. I don't know, man. He's not really slow on the field, though. That's the thing, is the 40 times you can, sometimes they matter, sometimes they don't. Some of those dudes are track guys and they just know how to run a fast time with the clock. There's a difference in what you do on the football field and in pads. And if you can carry the pads and be fast, and Woody has been. I don't hate on Woody the way a lot of people. I don't think he's as good as a lot of these guys that they got coming now, but that's just not who they got back then. No, I would tell you, I would tend to agree with that. But I think that if you, the problem is if you get up against it, you go up against a really good secondary, like you're going to in Oklahoma, you will against Georgia. You got to fit some balls in. But maybe not. I think that DeBoer is right up there with the best of them as far as like scheme. Mizzou's trying. There we go. Facts. Look, I think that A&M beats Missouri this year. It's in College Station. That's a tough place to go win if you're Mizzou, man. I just don't see it. But I don't know how much better I think. I don't know, man. We still kind of have to see it from them too. It's a question with them, but they've got talent there. And Elko's a good coach. The thing is there's been a lot of good coaches at Texas A&M over the years. They all win 8 games at best usually, maybe 9. It's tough. Yeah, he's a slot guy more than anything. Possibly. Which areas did you previously cover? I've covered professional golf. I've covered college football. I've covered college basketball. A little bit of NFL. Mostly college, though. College sports. Love it. TV mogul for mainstream. What you got? Talk to me. I like Woody, man. Hey, man, he had 2 picks against Texas in that game where they had the comeback, too. He got Casey twice, didn't he? There you go. I'm not. Who's betting on him? To beat Missouri is not that big of a bet, though. It's just kind of what it is. Bro, come on. Jimbo's not there anymore. They got a grown-up in the house. He was winning at Duke. I don't know that they're unbeatable, but I don't think they're unbeatable. But I think Carson Beck is a bad dude. And I also think that people are talking about Brock Bowers not being there. He wasn't there most of the year last year, though. And they might run the ball so well this year with ETN. Man, I don't know, man. There's a lot to. I think there's questions, and Shoddy and them talk about it all the time. They're not sure what they got there, but they're just. I mean, it's a machine. they're running the machine. And they're recruiting their asses off. Defensively, they're really good. They always got stud receivers. And I think Carson Beck's a bad dude, man. He is a bad dude. Bowen or RSG, I don't know. I think they're going to find a way to. Here's the thing about Peyton. He can kind of play corner, too. I would not be that surprised if he played a lot of corner or cheetah or whatever. But I don't know. I just think you have to have Peyton in. I think you need RSJ in a lot of the time too, but I don't think that you can have Peyton off the field much. Because think about when he was in the game, good things were happening for them. He was dinged up a lot in the last half of the year. There was a lot of guys that were dinged up last year. A lot of them. You think Bama beats Georgia? It's at home, man. And look, that's one thing is that's been their kryptonite is Alabama. 1-5 under Kirby against them. You think they will? Well, would I be surprised if A&M lost? No, never. It's Texas A&M. Yeah, he does. All the time, blocking punts. I mean, it's just he's got a head for the football. He's a smart player. That football IQ is off the charts with that kid. That's what I'm saying. And plus he's a stud athlete. He should be returning punts. Something. This is who beat the dog out of A&M. I don't think their line is that bad now. I think they added a decent coach. Is it well, this because he's kind of earned his spot, right? But yeah, I don't think he's better than either one of them. I don't even like to say that out loud, but I don't think he's better than either one of them either. I don't know that he's better than Powers or Boganowski either. But he's got more experience and he's the better player today. Ceiling wise, nah, man. I don't know. But Billy's a stud too, though. He's going to be an NFL guy. Dude, Reggie Powers the third. That guy's a bad dude, man. I think he's pushing for playing time right now. And Boganowski, man, you want to put him in so he can knock somebody's head off. Make them think twice about coming across the middle. Mizzou beat the... Bro, how could you really believe in Missouri? See, again, casual. You're giving casual takes, man. Come on. Yeah. Hey, bro. T-Boomer. Smart. This is one of the smart comments. This is how you make smart comments there, Bevo. Real talk right here. Absolutely true. Absolutely true. In the era that they're in right now, I don't know that he's that well. His brother's there too, but yeah, they're gonna play him. He's gonna play. He's one of the best players on the field. He would have played a lot more last year if he hadn't gotten dinged up as much as he did. I don't think it was a thing of them not wanting him in the game. Because skill wise, like he was only ranked behind Caleb Downs, and coverage wise, he was probably better than Caleb Downs. When he was running with Andrell Anthony in his first spring game, step for step, got his head turned around like a freaking receiver instead of a corner, and he's a safety. Yeah, he can play corner today, right now. He might be the best corner if they made him corner. I don't know about that, but look, I think he's probably one of the better players on that defense at all. Dude, right? And you're just doing that because of A&M. Okay. Yeah. Well, and man, I remember watching him. He knocked the hell out of Jonte Cook their senior year at when they played him in the playoff in the semifinal. Now they got their ass kicked, but he knocked the shit out of Jonte on that one play. Lit him up. He's a big hitter too. But yeah. Hey man, that Wimberley kid, holy crap. Him and Boganowski are whoa. And Powers too, man. But yeah, RSJ is a bad dude. Their secondary guys are studs. Makari Vickers, you can play safety too. He's a big boy, 6'2", freaking tree trunk legs. Jacoby, and you know what? Now we're talking about it like this. Here's the thing. Most of these guys are like interchangeable or wherever, and that's kind of what they want is guys that can play everywhere. Little Eli Bowen, probably not so much. He's more of that slot corner type. He's going to go out and cover those. But that guy's a ball hawk. He can go get them everywhere. Bro. Dude, he did too. Poor little Bowers. Bowers Sharp. Bro, that was so messed up. Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. Jonte Cook didn't do much as a freshman last year, so I don't know what you're saying really, but I will tell you this. Peyton's going to go in the first round probably too. Jonte Cook, bro, and all that. That's the guy that better. All these guys that Sark brought in through the portal, he better use Jonte or Jonte be somewhere else next year. LSU. Man, he was. But he wasn't happy about it. Was he? Yeah, we'll get him on again. Get him on again. Chuck Kearney was telling me, said something about me. And when I had Bogan, I think I said shit one time, and he was like, he barked at me about it, about cussing, about getting it together in the comment section. I was like, first off, and I'm pretty sure that Big Mike said something. I'm pretty sure he said a cuss word. I'm like, dude, I'm not telling another veteran to not cuss, or any man for that matter. And sorry, but it's just kind of how it is. I try not to say too many, but sometimes I have my moments.
Oh, dumbass.
That's my favorite one. Yeah. Right? Oh man, dude's an Army major. You can't say anything to make those guys freaking never. Yeah, he's in there somewhere. He was in here earlier. Y'all might have pissed him off. Rob 077. No, we don't. Michael Deesh. What's up, dog? Well, that's true. That's fair. Fair. Tomato. All right, guys. We've been going for a while here. Now we're just kind of just BSing at this point. Oh, here we go. Now you're going after Mizzou. Again, when you start flex, Texas fans don't get to flex, man. You just don't get to flex on people. Coach Ricks, I was just asking about you. Where you been? Where you been? Thanks for the super chat. Good to see you, man. I was wondering about you. How's the show? Did you get it started or what? Oh man, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. Prayers for the family, brother. Oh, let's see. Yeah, I just wondered, man. It's been a couple of weeks, so I was wondering. Somebody pretty close to you? Oh man, it was your pops. Damn, I'm sorry to hear that, dude. I lost my pops 15 years ago, May 1st. Man, that shit don't go away. I'm sorry to hear that. That's tough. When you need anything, you let me know, man. You got my number. All right, guys. So we've been going for almost 2 hours. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I gotta run and go do some stuff. I'm gonna take this dog to go run. He needs some running. I gotta take him to the park every day, or else he turns into a crazy person. Not person, dog. But go take him to the park, let him run around before it gets to be 110. So appreciate everybody coming in. If you haven't already hit that like button, you should definitely do that. Our official show merch shop. Make sure you jump in there and check out some of those designs. Hey guys, if you have designs that you'd like to see, go in there by all means. I'd be happy to put it on a shirt or cap. I'm working on some of this other stuff, but yeah, man, guys, make sure you hit that like button. I appreciate you coming in, Coach Rick's in the super chat, but man, we've been going for a while. I gotta go take old Norm out and all that stuff. But yeah, man, hit me up if you need anything. Let me know. See, so last time I was at a Missouri game, they had the mascot doing push-ups on a board held by the Razzies. A push-up per point every time they skill. Oh, so every time Oklahoma scored, he was doing push-ups per points? Oof. Turned into a long day. More times than not. Man, I appreciate that too, man, guys. Appreciate it. All you guys, appreciate all you guys. You guys know that, man. I enjoy coming in here and interacting with you. I wasn't sure what we were going to talk about. We started talking about that stuff. It was fun. We always have fun talking smack in here. But man, I'm so glad talking season's almost over. We're going to have real stuff to talk trash about. Real stuff to talk trash about. What? See you in Phaeton. Peace. Oh, dude. Yeah, hey. I think they got something for y'all there, Bevo. They got something for you there. Oh, they were actually scoring on OU. Oh, yeah, the early 90s. Yeah, those were tough times. Tough times there. No, he won't. If he's doing push-ups for Missouri points, it's gonna be he's better get his workout in before he gets to the ball game. Yeah, man, 7 days from fall camp was from yesterday, so it'd be, yep, they start next Tuesday or Wednesday. Tuesday, I think. Oh, Numbnuts is in here. Oh, bye. Yeah, no doubt. Say it with the chest, Mars Jams. Say it with the chest. Yeah. All right, guys. Man, I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Love you guys, man. I will see you guys on the next. Hey, we'll be on well, for sure Friday morning, but probably be on before, you guys will see me again probably before then. But thank Thanks a lot. If you hadn't, hey, I did do that other video with the professor, the CFB professor. Jump in there and check that out. The analytics for you Oklahoma fans, for anyway, Texas fans probably don't want to see it. Talking about how Sark wasn't that good, but it's kind of breaking down what he sees and his projections, obviously, for the SEC as well. So looks good, man. Good stuff. Good stuff. Appreciate all you guys coming in. Again, as usual, hit that like button on your way out. We'll see you all on the next one. Oops, I gotta. Mm-hmm.